back live directly from the beautiful country of Thailand. What happening, Coach? But first of all, we got power out around the city. Obviously, when I was live, it's on the first period. When Mike Hoffman score, I think it's Mike Hoffman cheeks the live streaming tonight. And then after that, they come back like for about 30 seconds. And then I was excited again. It was about at the beginning of the second period. But unfortunately, it did not stay on until now for that about 15 minutes. So I wait a little bit longer in case something happens. So sometimes you make mistake, right? Sometimes you're not in charge about other things. Like you're not in charge about you can only control what you can control, right? And unfortunately, that's happened. I can remember one time in my first year, during the end of the season, Montreal Canadiens, the power was out during the live stream and I disappeared completely for the night. Then another night, during year number 2, I could not come in because the power was out at the same time. When you live in Florida, the weather could be damn not sure, make it fun sometime. Here today is beautiful. It's a beautiful sunset. Sunrise here in Thailand, and then we're looking great here. But I don't know what happened. But the good news about this, going to finish the game between the Tampa Bay Lightning and Montreal Canadiens. It's 3-2 on Montreal. I only follow the game, honestly, from my phone. I have an opportunity to watch this a little bit. But Mike Hoffman, Kuryanov, guys, 4 goals the last 5 games. And then ELLIOTT score for Barron, another assist that gave Barron, I believe, 3 straight or 4 games straight with 1 point. Barron continues, and Montreal still hanging there. MONTEMBEAULT solid between the pipes so far, 25 goals. He faced and he gave only 2 goals against. Otherwise, the Florida Panthers come back in the game and they beat the New Jersey Devils. This is a really bad news for the Montreal Canadiens. Not looking good. Montreal, possible the Panthers make the playoff now, and that would push the Montreal to complete back their going to push back completely their playoff spot or ranking at the NHL at the end. But we'll be interested to see that. That's the most important things. We have a couple of super chat happening right now, so we want to welcome. Thanks to Mr. Real Deal Prim for the super chat. Devon Levi from college, Northeastern to the NHL dynasty start with Devon Levi. And we want to thank Mr. Real Deal Prim. Super chat,
Super chat.
Super chat. Thanks so much, Mr. Realdin. And we have a double super chat because now it's our friend, the Captain K. Make another super chat with the coach is back in the house, Mr. Ren K. Thank you so much on this super chat number 2. Super chat, chop. Here we go. Mr. Van Kirk did it again. Thanks so much for your super chat tonight. $4.99 at $2.20, Mr. Real Deal. Thanks so much again for this super chat for the Devon Levi in the house. We have a few people knock the door. Google account is back in the house with Coach Frenchy. We have Danny, Melissa in our tab. Thanks so much, you guys. You see it live. That chat on the prior live streaming. You guys did an amazing, great job. Gary Conway, the Roadrunner, back and get Mary's, I believe. Bleu, blanc, rouge, blue, white, and red. Thanks so much. Stop by, say hi. I think that's the first time you see here. And there you go. We have Jake McEnway in the house. Welcome back. Thanks to be with our Canadian show. On doit tanker pour Bédard. Bien raison. On doit aller dans ce côté-là. Au Fantasy, comme dirait Inortap. KLS is in the house. Tampa Bay tonight. Michigan. Sorry about that. A coach, while the power was out, was talking about the wrestling here. Here we go. The wrestling WWE. Hopefully, Willie Snyder is going to maybe come back a little bit later. Dans cette cause, est-ce que tu penses qu'on doit tanker pour Connor Ballard? Le problème est malheureusement trop tard. Il y a trop d'équipes en arrière de Montréal. Les Canadiens de Montréal, présentement, sont pas ils ne pourront pas aller là. Comme n'importe quoi, Marie, je crois que Montréal pourrait avoir un bon choix s'ils gagnent la loterie comme les autres équipes. Donc, on doit les laisser aller et voir comme que ça peut arriver pour eux autres. On espère qu'ils pourraient gagner la loterie à son point. Ça serait meilleur pour eux autres. Here we go. Ron with King is in the house. Abello get trade, and neither will make the playoff. I'm not sure about the Panthers yet. The Panthers are getting closer. On the chat. Here we go. To put him on the timeout in our top if you have to. That'd be the best way to get that one with him. We thanks everybody, guys. Thanks for the super chat tonight. And of course, don't forget, let's not get this one. Don't forget, guys, click on the like so we see if we have other people going to join us for the third period. Going very soon. The ice is already done over there. We're going to finish the overtime game tonight, Montreal and Tampa. Don't forget, tomorrow morning, 11 o'clock, guys, Ab Daily News. At Browns, your Sunday rendezvous with Coach Frenchy and Marco Larabie. Tomorrow night, we should have a Montreal Ab Nation Live Tonight show at 9 o'clock p.m. Mr. Natap should join me live and talk about the Montreal Canadiens. A little bit what's going on in Montreal. Montreal is targeting right now a goalie and the NCAA from Michigan State, I believe. And we'll be interested in that kind of the negotiation could happen. Many team are looking for that goalie, and I don't know if Montreal could, win that race to get another goalie and their hockey club for the future. Who knows? Could happen to them. Try to get the name of this kid. We'll see if I can get one over there. I also drop my mic. Panther have 3 games left with the leave, and that's right, possible, William. I try to get this game. Here we go. So the goaltender I'm talking about, guys, is the Michigan Tech Blake Pietila. Is open now to sign with anybody. His team got eliminated. He was Player of the Year for the CCHA. It's a very difficult league. 23 years old. He was one of the best goaltenders this year. We don't know about this. He had 23, 10, and 3 and NCAA. He was, of course, one of the top finalists for the Mike Richter of the best goaltender and one of the top 10 for the OB Baker. So that give you an idea what he looked like, this kid. But again, can Montreal sign him or not? That will be the race of going to get him. Luciano back in the house. Thanks to be with our Canadian show. We're going to start the third period very soon. So we'll be ready for that one. And thanks so much for all the likes tonight you did so far. We're going to reset everything properly, the right way to finish strong this period, this game between the Montreal and can Montreal get 1 point, 2 point? That's not going to be good for them because the Flyers get 1 point tonight and the Panthers win tonight. So Montreal are not looking good on the if they win tonight, unfortunately. But we'll see what happens. But great bounce back for the Montreal Canadiens. Tonight, again, the Tampabay Lightning after they gave 9 goals against Florida 2 days ago. On the flip side, the Toronto Maple Leafs lead 3-2, guys. 37 shot, guys, at the beginning of the third period for Ottawa Senators. Unbelievable performance of goaltender for Toronto. Rangers lead 2-0 against Pittsburgh. This is not good news for the Montreal Canadiens because the Pittsburgh could be out and now the Florida Panthers in the race. Otherwise, Coyotes versus Chicago. What I'm looking for that game, guys, Arizona win to get, a little bit more over point again in Montreal Canadiens. And then at the end of the night, the Islanders Sharks, very important game for the Islanders to get that W tonight. So that's what happened around the league and the NHL on the great Saturday night, March 18. And the shot in the second period, 12 Tampa Bay, Montreal 11. Try to get around the league, the stat, everything you need to know. Roger Bush-Bouchard in the house. Welcome back. And Roger, thanks for being with us tonight. Hopefully you have an amazing great. Dwayne for sleep on the bench. He has been Stone on is a sellout for the leave game, but the big front behind all the old ticket. I have my popcorn, Melissa. Here we go. That's how we do that. I would like to have some kind of. Here we go. We're going to start the third period, guys. Thanks so much to be with us tonight at the Hockey National Show. We are back live. Coach Frenchy on fire right now for the rest of the game. Best up play with the head a little bit for TAMPABY Lightning. Here we go. We wait the puck drop. Pesada look like he's ready to rock and roll for the beginning of the third period. Michael Pesada. William, and welcome back. I'm sure to us thought Murray's upside was going to be higher because something else which was not been the case. Yeah, I'm sorry about this. The one got injured again. He has Springer and he's back from sitting on the bench. Here we go. Can I get go? Abs go, Melissa. Go back now. Winning para Sonak. Sonak pass the puck. Didi back to Edmund, I believe. Go back now to the TAMPABY Lightning. Run the puck on the board of the Montembeault. Killon first one to get out on the back end. Bring the puck to corner. Because very proud of Killon again. Return the puck, but out for the Montreal Canadiens. Set up by Kurinav. Kurinav scored 7 of the year. It's 5th with the Montreal Canadiens. Shoot the puck on the right side by his teammate, but missed the net. Completely recovered by the TAMPABY. Going to get out of the zone. Attacking now on the blue line. And now the right side. But in front of the net. Shoot the puck. Montembeault make a save. Rebound behind the net by Munson. Pushing by the Montreal Canadiens Baron. Return to the blue line. Set up DD. Back to Sonak. Sonak now. Looking now. Sonak shoot the puck. A black shot by Montembeault. Go back on the corner. And Munson slow to recovery for that puck over there. Battle with Sonak. Pinch behind the net. Recovered by Baron. Baron went out battle on the right corner. Great play by Baron against Cirelli. Anderson try to get a puck. Cirelli run the battle with Anderson. Go back to Cole. Shoot the puck. Miss the net. Completely recovered by Montreal. Turn around. Sonak win the battle. Sonak now set the puck at the blind, but obviously miscommunication between both defensemen. And everybody is going to be on the bench. And then TAMPABY is going to regroup on defensive zone. Cole went out pass the puck now by his teammate, number 43, Perplix, I believe, coming out of the red line. Pass the puck to maybe Radish. Go back to opposite corner. Shoot the puck and missed the skate. He hit the skate on Montreal. The puck went back into neutral zone. Set up by Montreal. Skating out by Allen. Allen looked like some kind of skating hard tonight. Radish in the right corner. Pass the puck to Sergachev. Run the puck on the board. Intercept now by the Montreal Canadiens. Colton cannot get the puck behind. And then finally, the battle behind the net between RHP and Sergachev. Go back on the corner. Long stretch pass by the TAMPABY Lightning, by intercept by Montreal on the zone. But finally, Montreal cannot do anything about that. And the TAMPABY is going to take advantage of this miscommunication between Montreal, pushing the puck behind Montembeault. Now Madison try to get a puck and then set by TAMPABY Lightning, put some pressure behind the net. Montembeault leave the puck now to Colton. Colton shoot the puck. Montembeault make a save on the side of the post. Don't play by Montreal Canadiens. Send the pocket by Bocasian. Recovery, but the puck go out after we had ice offside at the blind. We'll go to a set and on the neutral zone for another face-off. Thanks so much, everybody. We want to thank everybody still here tonight at the Hockey National Show. We're going to where the puck drop on the left side of Montembeault. 28 shots, 3 shots on the third period for TAMPABY already. Montembeault solid between the pipe. Go back now between the face-off between Tierney and Brennan Point. Kucherov Angel on the ice with Bocasian for the TAMPABY Lightning. Winning by the Montreal. Pitlick retrieve the puck to Madison. Madison pass again to Baron. Back to Madison. Madison to blind. Pass the puck. Tip of the Montreal Canadiens behind the net of the ELLIOTT. Edmund recovery puck on the left side, looking long, a little bit more in front of Pitlick, lob the puck bouncing back, but keep the puck in the zone, a great save, a steal by Mike Hoffman, putting punishment in front of net, no chance, recovery by Tampa Bay Lightning, go back to Kucherov. Kucherov pass the puck to the board, intercept by Mike Madison. Madison hold the puck a little bit more, pass the puck to Hoffman. Hoffman the right side, ELLIOTT shoot the puck, black shot by the glove of ELLIOTT, no rebound, and front of his teammate Tierney going to reset on the right side of Brent ELLIOTT. Good shot with the puck on the right side. We have a penalty right there, interference, so we have a call right there. I don't know who want to make that call, but look like Pessoa go to bench, go to penalty box for interference. So Michael Pessoa does not understand what's going on there, and the power play, the second of the night for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Pessoa still looking there, so what the heck happening here? Again, Pessoa check all the way the scoreboard. Wow. Really strange call for the referee on that one over there. Yeah, so many things happened before in the past. I don't understand that call. But anyway, the power play of the Tampa Bay is solid in NHL. They are number third at 25.5, and Montreal is 72.5, 30 on the PK. We're going to have point Stamkos on the ice with Killorn. And expect now Zuski, again, Brennan Point for the face-off. Now Point is out, removed. Stamkos coming face to Nick Zuski. The power play for the face-off is not very good for the Montreal so far, 29%. Anyhow, Montreal win the face-off. Recovery now. Don't pay the puck all the way back behind ELLIOTT. 0-1 and 3 shots on the first power play of the Tampa Bay Lightning tonight. Go back now by Sergachev. Sergachev at 51 points before the game. Go back now by himself. Skating on the right side, Montembeault. Hold the puck now. Win the puck on the board to Kucherov. Kucherov hold the puck now. Bring puck in front of the net. Stamkos fire puck. And a but! And the Tampa Bay Lightning tidy game. Power play goal. Steven Stamkos like he did since he started his career in NHL. Scored a power play goal for the Tampa Bay Lightning. What a great shot. It's just amazing to see a guy like Stamkos year, night after night, game after game, shot after shot, one-timer. This is Stamkos, and for me, unbelievable performance. Score is 30 goal of the year, guys. Stamkos, 30 goal of the year. And we have to give credit for the Tampa Bay Lightning on that one power play goal. Stamkos, 1 and 2 for the Tampa Bay Lightning tonight. Stamkos, going to get that one over there. 30 of the year. And we're going to reset now on the left side. Sergachev have a point on that one over there. And then we have Kucherov, I believe. But we're going to give them so far. Go to reset. 3-3 right now between the Montreal and Tampa Bay Lightning. Go back now in front of the bench and Tampa Bay. And reset now by Edmund. Loud by neutral zone. Intercept now by Whiteman. Panikin keep control the puck. Tampa Bay don't play puck behind the net of Montembeault. Montembeault couldn't do anything about that, guys. Montembeault, a good game overall for the Montreal Canadiens. Anyhow, go back in the defensive zone. Point intercept the puck. Going to reset now behind the net of ELLIOTT. Chasing by the captain Suzuki, but nothing happening there. Kuryanov played with Suzuki tonight, and Anderson skating up a young Cole, pass the puck to the side, attacking up Angel. Don't play the puck right now behind the net, battle now. Intercept at the left corner. Whiteman try to get the puck in front. The puck in front of the net, but great play by Hoffman to get out of the zone. Hoffman now hold the puck. Hoffman keep control the puck. Turn around. Don't play the puck on the right corner, but nobody there. Intercept now by Pokosian. Pass the puck now to the Tampa Bay Lightning. Skating now by it was Janat pass the puck, lose the puck, and finally Montreal attacking. Mike Hoffman, Belz is coming, draw the puck back, shoot the puck, block shot by Edmund again, Hoffman, but Montreal recovery puck, Pitlick bring puck to Barron. Barron set up now. Barron shoot the puck in front of net, no chance to raise your goaltender after they hit the leg of the defenseman of the Tampa Bay Lightning. The puck bouncing back on neutral zone, turn around for the Montreal Canadiens in front of the bench for Tampa Bay Lightning. Edmund return the puck on his teammate. And then at Tampa Bay is coming. Nick Paul, great stick for the Montreal Canadiens. I think it was, I don't know who it was. Anyhow, go back on left side, Elliott, by the Montreal Canadiens, battle on the right corner now. We have a 2 player for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Nick Paul intercept the puck, draw the puck to Edmund. Edmund pass the point for the bench of Montreal, nobody there. Recovery now by Mike Madison behind the net of Montembeault. We have just crossed the 15 minutes to go remaining on the third period between the Montreal. We have tie game, 3-3, 7-5. Just scored a goal. Intercept now by Bellemare. Bellemare right now pass the puck to Maroon. Maroon pass to Perry. Perry hold the puck now. Go back on the right corner. Draw the puck back to Sergachev. Shoot the puck. Blackshot Montembeault. Tierney intercept the puck. Tierney change the direction. Tierney return the puck behind. And Bellemare intercept the puck. Tierney looked like Bobby Orr. Did not work. Go back now by Sergachev. Sergachev in front of Tierney. Pass the puck in the corner. Holding now by this Tampa Bay Lightning. Hold the puck a little bit longer. Back again at the blue line. Go Bellemare. Bellemare to Sergachev. Back at the goal line. Reset by Perry. Battle in front of the net, by the way. Now pass the puck on the right corner. At Tampa Bay on controlling, show the puck and Montembeault make a save between Kovacevic and Perry. Great play by Montembeault to keep Montreal in the game 3-3. Another TV timeout. Well, not a TV timeout, but commercial. Here we go. Montreal Canadiens now. 36 shot, 36% on power play. We are on the face-off. Chicago back in the house, guys. Thanks so much. Where Marco? Marco may be left. Alan Barnes, welcome back in the house. Some people knocked the door. Thanks so much about that. Go back à le blanc, holding par Sergachev. Shoot the puck, tip in front of it. Et le but! The Tampa Bay Lightning score, I think, is again Angel's score. And the Tampa Bay take the lead 4-3. Another face-off last in the defensive zone coverage, defensive zone of the Montreal Canadiens. And Angel scored second goal of the night. And this is his 26th of the year. And again, we're going to see the set. It was Suzuki, lose the face-off, go back at the blind. At the blue line, and then Sergachev shoot the puck, tip in front of Angel. Savoir can do anything about that point win against Nick Suzuki. And again, the Tampa Bay Lightning taking the lead 4-3. Great shot of the Sergachev. Sergachev, 53 points this year. Again, we trade Sergachev for Jonathan Drouin. Just give you an idea how this works. Will be it is what it is, right? Point got an assist on that one. We're going to accept now 4-3 for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Thanks so much to be with us tonight. Appreciate William. Time zone for to leave winning. Check clock again. Hey, Cole, do you hit the final countdown by accident at the second period? No, I was not here at the second period, Willie. So I did not. But go back behind the net, set up by Montreal Canadiens, bring the puck on the board, lose the puck, recovery by the Tampa Bay Lightning. Sonak return the puck on defensive zone, possible offside at the blind, pushing by the Montreal Canadiens and going to a set now on defensive zone. Again, Angel score for the Tampa Bay Lightning. This is his second goal of the night. And Tampa Bay have 6 shots versus 1 for the Montreal Canadiens during the third period. That's what we get. We have a TV timeout, guys. Let's see what's going on around the league. Tampa Bay 4-3. The Toronto Maple Leafs 4-2 with 10 minutes to go remaining on this third period. The Rangers guy 4-0. Tarasenko, Grader, Panarin, Zibanejad, the big guns of the Rangers wake up tonight. And this is going to be a second game back-to-back with a W for the Rangers. The Kings owes the Canucks tonight. The Flame owes the Star. The Chicago owes the Coyotes. The Islanders, again, the Sharks today earlier. Avalanche win 5-1 against Detroit. The Boston Bruins beat the Minnesota Wild 5-2. The Jet, big W tonight, today on the road again at Nashville Predators by the score 3-2 overtime. Then the Oilers 6-4, a hat trick, a hattie for Evander Kane, his 13th goal of the year. And finally, the Hurricane beat the Flyers 5-4 in overtime. They come back, a tidy game. And at 1 second of the game, guys, 1 second of the game, Nick Cash score on power play goal. And then Howe scored overtime right away at the beginning. And that gave a W for the Hurricane. This is really bad news for the Devils because they lost again 4-2. Again, the Panthers, some run out to go. And that's game Montreal now. Really bad day overall for the ranking and NHL because the Panthers win tonight and the Pittsburgh losing tonight. And now the Panthers are looking now to make the playoffs. So really bad news for the Montreal Canadiens. And Montreal Canadiens will now battle, try to get a top 5. And hopefully they can see what happens tonight. Argonauts, here we go. And that's what we got so far. And from the bench of the Tampa Bay Lightning, Tampa Bay by Montreal, set up by Edmond. And then bad play in front of the net of Montreal, while the Tampa Bay Lightning, Tampa Bay struggling defensive zone, by the way, this year. Anyhow, Edmond passes the puck now to Nick Paul. Paul to return to Carlton. Carlton to Paul. Paul to backdoor for Bocage. Pass the puck, turn around. And now at Montreal attacking. Almost a 2-1 holding the puck now. By Hoffman, try to go around him in front of Edmond. No chance. Recovery by Sonak. Sonak is going to change the direction. Or his Stanko's, by the way. I go to the bench all the way. And now it's going to be return the puck to Bocage behind the net. We have a little bit more over 12 minutes to go remaining on this game. Now, Bocage pass the puck now to Nick Paul. Now skating to the blue line. Kick out the puck on the side. It was pointed. It was Severely, by the way. Don't play puck on the side of Montembeault. And now the Tampa Bay Lightning, nobody at the blue line going to recover by the dish. Pass the puck now to Cole. Don't play the puck behind the net of the Montembeault. Chased by Killarn. Killarn pass the puck. Intercept by Barron. A little bit too far for Ireland. Intercept now by the dish at the blue line. Get the puck in the zone for the Tampa Bay Lightning. We have battle now on the right side, Montembeault, but Highland is still the puck. Pass the puck to a defenseman of Montreal Canadiens, Madison, going to go DD back to Justin Barron. Barron long stretch by neutral zone, turn around. The puck still by the Tampa Bay Lightning. Lob the puck behind left side of Montembeault. Recovery by Mike Madison. Mike Madison got hit by Jeannette. Recovery on the flip side by I don't know. Tierney maybe. Anyhow, the Montreal get out of the zone. Madison at the red line. Loud the puck behind the net. ELLIOTT intercept the puck. Number 1 pass the puck now behind to the to Cernak. Cernak go DD. Back again to Ajol. Ajol scored 2 goals tonight. Goals coming now. Shoot the puck. A black shot by Montreal Saval. Go back on the right corner. Ajol recovery puck. Putting puck to Kisha. Point, I believe. Turn around to Cernak. Shoot the puck. Montembeault make a save. Rebound. Ajol almost score after the rebound dropped by Montembeault. But again, great play by Saval. And found the Ajol not score his hat trick tonight. We're a little bit crossed at 11 minutes ago remaining on this game between Montreal and the Tampa Bay Lightning. Welcome back, Mr. Dave. Thank you. Welcome back, Coach. And Robinov, thanks so much, my friend. We apologize, guys, for the people just pop up. Unfortunately, during the first period between Montreal and the Tampa Bay Lightning, I had to get out by a power problem and tight end. I don't know what happened. Too many happened there. But anyhow, go back to Montreal. Don't play puck behind net. No, intercept by Tampa Bay Lightning. And transition now. Kick out the puck at the blind. Set up by Point. Point pass the puck to Ajol. Ajol keep the puck now in front of the current half. Go back on the blind. Shoot the puck. Miss the net. The puck bouncing back at Bocage. Black shot by the Montreal Canadiens. Look like it's hurting now. I don't know which one is it for the Montreal. Is it Nick Ziski? Would be interesting to see that. About that, we have a player from Montreal hurt right now on the bench. Go back on the back door, Belmont, nobody to pick up the puck on the back door. And get their set by Montreal. Go back now to the line. And the Montreal love the puck left side of the Tampa Bay Lightning go back around the board. Intercepté now par Bellemare. Bellemare now chasé par le Montreal Canadien par I don't know, it was Hoffman anyhow. Tampa Bay is going to create an icing, going to reset on the defensive zone at the Tampa Bay Lightning. And with 9:49 to go remaining on that one over there. Tampa Bay Lightning versus the Montreal Canadiens. Montreal has 0 shots on its third period, by the way. Just give you an idea what's going on with them. Jonathan Drouin on the bench right now, watching the game. He have the best seat on the house. You can see Jonathan Drouin right now on the TV. Drop his head down and said nothing about anything. And wow, very interesting about that one. Anyhow, Tampa Bay get out of the zone. Don't put the puck in front of the Nick Paul. Corey Perry, no chance for Perry. And Montreal will reset. And now Montreal attacking now. Go back to Mike Hoffman. Run the puck on the ball to Tierney. Lead the puck to opposite corner. Pinch it by Montreal. Cover service. Pass the puck to Madison. Shoot the puck. Tip in front of the net. Hit the post. And Brandon Elliott makes a rebound. And then a good big save by Brandon Elliott behind the net. Elliott, unbelievable, between the pipe for the Tampa Bay that day. It just saved the situation back-to-back. Tierney and Mike Hoffman, guys, could not do anything about that. Tierney cannot believe it. He missed that goal after a rebound. We can see the rebound hit the post by Pitlick. Tierney tried to get a puck in the net, and then the glove of the Elliott make a big fun of that one over there. And that's gave the Tampa Bay lead by 1 goal. Again, Montreal Canadiens by a score of 4-3. Already another TV timeout, guys, so don't go nowhere. We're going to put some music in. We are backing out with less than 10 minutes to go remaining on this game between Tampa Bay and the Montreal Canadiens. The puck bouncing back on defensive zone. We said we're good for the Montreal Canadiens. Long stretch pass by Whiteman. Pass the puck now to Ireland. Then give the puck to Madison. Madison skating puck. Madison shoot the puck. The puck go back behind the Elliott. Turn around par RHP. Pack the puck at the blind. Pasiski. Rain the puck now at the blind. Cannot kill contre le puck par Ireland. Pass the puck to Whiteman. Don't play puck on defensive zone at Tampa Bay that day. Young Cole recover the puck. Cole now behind the net, hold the puck a little bit longer, working now, pass the puck to the board, and the Tampa Bay attacking now, drop the puck behind MONTEMBEAULT, chasing by Perry behind the net, Perry on the back end, or it may be Nick Paul, go around, intercept now by the Montreal Canadiens, go the long stretch pass, drop the puck in defensive zone of the Tampa Bay Lightning, battle in front of the bench, Allen recover the puck, battle now with Stankos. Montreal go back to opposite corner, go back by Emerson. Emerson hold the puck now, pass the puck to Pitlick. Pitlick ran the puck on the board to opposite corner, back to Mike Hoffman. Hoffman at 2 points tonight, go back at the blind, set up by Savard. Savard's coming behind the goal line. Savard ex-Tampa Bay Lightning, won the City Cup 2 years ago. Go back to opponent point. Point at left side of Montembeault. Gave the puck now to Edmond. Edmond joined the rush. Intercept par Montreal Canadiens behind the net. Pitlick ballon now. Try the puck to Savard. Pass the puck at Dublin. Intercept now by TAMPABY. We have penalty, I believe, for Hurricane. And finally, Montreal going to return on the power play tonight. Again, the TAMPABY Lightning will be the second of the night. We know Montreal scored the first goal tonight on the power play. Again, the Josh Anderson is on the ice. Go on the locker room. Look like something happened to his arm, his hands. So another thing we have to follow up for the Montreal Canadiens. Josh Anderson, another one down on the war for the Montreal Canadiens. Another player for the Montreal hurt. Let's begin last night. No need to get any point in Rabinoff. I agree with you about this one over there. Anyhow, Montreal on the power play. 2 minutes for the TAMPABY Lightning face up on the left side of the Brand ELLIOTT. Go back for TAMPABY Lightning when they face up down the pocket behind the net of the MONTEMBEAULT. First icing of this power play for the TAMPABY Lightning on the PK. Go back now, Montreal skating the puck. Go back, draw puck behind, set up now for the Montreal. Go back to Pitlick. Pitlick gave to Ruzicki, all the puck now, lot the puck behind. But intercept at TAMPABY Lightning, finally icing puck for the second time. Montreal going to reset during the second power play on the breakout. Montreal have 1-1 power play tonight, only one shot. Turn around by Mike Madison in front of Belmar. Return the puck behind to Ruzicki. Skating with the puck now, the blind, kick out the puck, draw the Pitlick. Pitlick on the backhand, but kick out the puck at the blind. We know Anderson is not on the unit because he's back at the locker room. Go back by icing by the TAMPABY. Third time on this power play for the Montreal Canadiens. To those Montreal would send one out there. Tonight and finish team. Better win. Willie Sander go Habs go. Bossy Flower is in the house. You're absolutely right about this. Bossy about him. Great comment here in the chat. Go back on the left corner. Recueilli par Elia, par Montreal Canadien, par par Curien, passe le puck to Ski, par le puck blind, holding by Baron, shoot the puck, black shot at the right, left side of Elia, recueilli par Richard, return the puck now at the blind, go back to Baron, Baron pass to Ski, at the right side, Elliott, Ski back to Baron, Baron now hold the puck on the left side, fire puck, black shot by the TAMPABY Lightning on the shot of I think it was Curien. Anyhow, TAMPABY try to get back outside zone. Finally, they did. Now, on the red lines, coming in 1 versus 1. Hold the puck now on the left side of Montembeault. By Jeanette, but no chance. Going to recovery by Montreal. Set up by Island. Pass the puck to opposite corner. Go back now by Curien. Curien turn around. Going to regroup. We are now on even strength. Power play is over for the Montreal Canadiens. I don't think so. We have a shot there, by the way. So in that power play, Montreal. They are 1 and 2 tonight. Turn around by the transition by the TAMPABY Lightning. Hold the puck now. Around in front of Montembeault. The puck go outside the zone for the Montreal, and Edmonds go to recovery. Edmond now attacking at the blue line, at the red line. Edmond fire the puck, black shot by Montembeault with a glove, no chance. We're going to reset now on the right side of Montembeault, and that's it. That's all for. We have another whistle by the referee. That's it. That's what we're at right now. We're going to see what we got on the chat. The lead blew in tonight. Well, in our tap. See what happened there. Oh my God. 4-4. The Toronto Maple Leafs. 4-4. Oh my God. I did not know that. 1:52 to go. And 49 shot, guys. The Ottawa deserve 1 point tonight, honestly. And the Rangers will lead 5-0. Again, the Pittsburgh Penguins, again, another problem for the Pittsburgh, the goaltending situation. We talked about this last time. They really struggle on this. Is the one done in Montreal? I think so. Yes, and Rabinoff, I don't see him come back with the Montreal Canadiens. That's one of my questions today on my channel yesterday about, what do you do with Drouin? Suspend him? 1 game? Now, because they don't have anybody in the lineup or the roster, they sit him all night. I think that's really fair. But what do you do for the rest of the season? 1, is it enough? 2, is it not enough? I don't know. But one thing, this is the last thing happening to him with Montreal Canadiens. You have no, I don't know how you can sign him again with Montreal. Better for him, better for the Montreal Canadiens to divorce and let him go. But when you watch Sergachev tonight and then Drouin, this is one of the worst trade for Marc Bergevin after the signature of the Carl Elsner for the Montreal Canadiens. This is going to be remembered. Imagine Sergachev with Montreal tonight. Yeah, Cooley. You know, imagine Sergachev with Montreal. Unbelievable. Because you saw the game was in Toronto. It's Drouin because he's fighting with, I don't know, about that. Go back now. Going to wait for the face-off drop in the Tampa Bay Lightning. We have right now 5:57 to go remaining on the third period. Look like Liesman take his time. Face-off now between Belzile and Stamkos. And winning par Montreal, par recovery par Tampa Bay Lightning, bring the puck to Radish, pass the puck to the board, recovery by Kucherov, I believe, ballon now, and recovery by the Tampa Bay Lightning, keep control the puck at the side of Kucherov, of the Montembeault. Kucherov keep controlling, go around the net, pass the puck in the back door, back to Radish, Radish now at the side of Montembeault, keep the puck again, go around the net, looking now for Cirelli, nobody there, show the puck, Montembeault make a save, rebound, finally get the puck under his glove, and go to recovery on the left side, on the right side of the Montembeault with 5:31 to go remaining. That's what we got so far between both teams. The one still on the ice watching the game. Best seat in the house. The game is over now. Hello, everyone. Welcome aboard. Nice to be with us. A long time. Go back now on the right side of Montembeault. Face off there. Nick Paul, I believe, is on the ice. Nick Paul got out. Then going to be Ross Colton. Interesting. Stamkos don't take the face off of that one over there. Go back now, winning by the Tampa Bay Lightning. Go back on the blank. Sonak should have puck. Black shot by RHP, I believe. Go back on the corner. Recovery by Tampa Bay Lightning. Back again to Sonak. Sonak looking. Sonak go Didi. Set up now by Cole. Missed the net completely. Recovery by Colton. Colton to Sonak. Fire puck. Black shot by Montreal. Who missed the net completely. Puck bouncing back at Montreal. Try to get a puck outside. The puck bouncing on the right side. Captain Ziski try to get a puck in front of Sonak. But on the right side, ELLIOTT. 4-2-3 for the Tampa Bay Lightning. 4-3. After they losing a 3-2 at the beginning of the third period, they come back with 2 goals and they are winning 4-3. Less of 5 minutes to go remaining. The countdown's coming very soon. Go back for Montreal, get out of the zone, hold the puck now. For Montreal, HP, out the puck, intercept by Reddish. Now, be the puck in defensive zone out of Montreal. Regroup by Whiteman, I believe, pass the puck to Madison. Madison hold the puck now. Was maybe Byron, by the way. Go back now to the red line. Return the puck to Madison. Madison attacking now at the right side of ELLIOTT. Chasing around now. Madison won the ball a little bit. Throw the puck back and shoot the puck around. The puck bouncing back behind the net. Sergachev find the puck and find a way to get a puck outside the zone on the back end. Pass the puck now on the left side. The puck goes slowly to Montembeault. Finally put the glove over the puck. And we're going to have the countdown. Here we go. We are at the countdown final between the Montreal Canadiens and the Tampa Bay Lightning. The score right now is 4-3. Well, a little bit more over 4 minutes to go remaining for this game between the Montreal and the Tampa Bay Lightning. We're going to have a face-up on the left side of Samuel Montembeault. I have a steady game for Samuel tonight. Both teams play each other Tuesday night at the Bell Center. It's a back-to-back game for both teams. Recovery par Montreal Canadiens now. Keep control the puck. Fire puck. A black shot by the defenseman of the Tampa Bay Lightning. Raised by Allen on the left corner of the right corner. ELLIOTT. We have 6 players right there. Sonak, Petlik, He's right there with Belzil between everybody. They go back on the corner, winning par Montreal. Pitlick run the puck all the way back at the blank, hold the puck like Savard, return puck behind the net, go back past Cernak, but finally Montreal win the battle, go back in front of the net, no chance. TAMPABY is going to get out of the zone, attacking in front of the bench of the Montreal. Brandon points coming, point back to Edmond, shoot the puck. Edmond Montembeault make a save, rebound, but finally Montembeault making the save. We are pushing our way back and front is ELLIOTT and Savard. And it's going to be all the way back on the left side. You have some kind of pushing between Emerson and ELLIOTT, in front of the net of Montembeault, but nothing else happening there. We're going to reset on the right side of Montembeault. That's what we got so far between both teams. We're going to get some update for the stats. We'll get what we got here. Go back now to all see what happening. 4-4 and overtime. The third period, by the way. The Rangers guys 6-0. Panarin scored his second goal of the night. Trouba score for the Rangers tonight. And the Tampa Rangers beat completely the Pittsburgh. Go back now, Nitrosan, c'est pas jusqu'ici, donc play puck left side, back to Madison. Madison wrap up, and Madison looking, Madison qui controlling. Madison draw the puck back, and shoot the puck by Barron. Miss the net completely, recovery in left corner by Madison, but cannot keep the puck, and Tampa is going to get out of the zone. At the red line, hold the puck by Killon, dump the puck behind Montembeault, chasing out Kovacevic and Janat. Pass the puck around, Killon intercept, paying the puck blank, so gets shoot the puck, Black Chuck, miss the net barely, go back on the right corner, and reset by the Tampa Bay Lightning, saclé by Killon, cannot get the puck, but pinch by the Sergachev, run the puck on the board to Janat, nobody there, Killon find a way to get the puck, return the puck to the blue line by Sergachev, shoot the puck, Black Shot by Montreal, go back to Madison, Madison pass the puck to Kiranov, now a little bit too far for the Montreal, intercept now, go back on defensive zone, the puck slowly, and recovery by Montreal, going to regroup. We have now 2:25 to go. Kovacevic leave the puck. Let's go behind the net, going to reset. Their breakout for Montreal. HP is on the ice with Belzil, I believe. Go back now, pass the puck, tip by Montreal, chasing out by Belzil on the right corner, ELLIOTT. Shoot the puck, pass the puck in the line, set up now, by intercept by Edmond. Edmond hold the puck a little bit longer, pass the puck in front of Montreal. Now TAMPABY by the TAMPABY Lightning, battle now with Savard. Savard on the right corner of Montembeault with Colton, recovery by Nick Paul, turn the brown, lose the puck in the left corner of Montembeault, intercept by Montreal. Attacking up, and what a bad play by Montreal, and he hit the post on that one over there. I think it was Nick Paul, but is it a turnover by Alex Belzil? Paul cannot believe it. He just missed the great opportunity to give the goal for the 5 for the Tampa Bay Lightning, but again, hit the post, the puck go out of the play with less of 2 minutes to go remaining on this one over there. Always I have the number says easy. Go back now by new players coming on the ice. Martin Saint-Louis winning now, checking the clock to see when we're going to remove the goaltender and then when we're going to create a timeout. And Martin Saint-Louis wait right now and talking with his adjoint and see what's happening there. The magic battle about that. Great, thanks so much. Rida, welcome back in the house. And now TAMPABY win the face off. Go back to point. Point past the puck a little bit, took a shot. Battle now. Savard find a way to get a puck to Madison, but no chance. Pinch one out by Cernak. Return the puck behind the net. Savard going to recovery. 1:35 to go. Savard pass the puck to in front of the bench of Montreal. Attacking now Montreal. Keep controlling the right side. Hold the puck a little bit longer. Go back in front of the net. ELLIOTT make a save. Recovery now by by Montreal. Represent the puck to the line. Hold the puck now. Is it Anderson? Anderson back on the lineup for Montreal. Go back now by Ziski. Ziski hold the puck a little bit longer. Back at the blind. Fire puck, Madison. Black shot in front of the net, but the puck go back on left corner to Hoffman. We have 1:10 to go. Back to Madison. Back to Hoffman. Hoffman to the wall. Go back now. Shoot puck, Montreal. Rebound in front of net. ELLIOTT make a save. Rebound, TAMPABY. Don't put the puck all the way back on defensive zone of Montreal. Possible icing will be the call. We'll go to recovery with directly, guys. 1 minute to go remaining on this game between the Montreal Canadiens and the TAMPABY Lightning. 6-5 now for the Montreal Canadiens. They just removed Samuel Montembeault. We have a we have a timeout called by Montreal Wait for the puck drop. Run, it really looked like they talk each other. That's great. 62 people for the third period. At the end, again, pretty good. Pretty amazing. Thanks so much for all the like you did so far. I like Montreal effort tonight. I agree with you and Rabinoff. Go back now on the left side of Brent Elliott. Suzuki is on the ice with Hoffman, Kuryanov, and Anderson is on the ice. Winning by the Tampa and by the Montreal. Go back on the right side. Back to Ellen. The puck bouncing back. I then return puck behind net to Suzuki. And send the puck to Hoffman to the wall. Hoffman return the puck behind net to Anderson. Back to Suzuki. Return to Allen. Allen now control the puck. They turn around by the Tampa Bay Lightning. Still the puck right there. Shoot the puck. The puck goes to Soleil. His target and the bonsai. And that way, the Tampa Bay Lightning score an empty net. And this is a hat trick tonight for the Brandon Edgell. Score is 27 of the night. And this is conclude this game, guys, between the Montreal Canadiens and the Tampa Bay Lightning tonight. Unfortunately, Montreal, good fight, but not good enough to get that W. Winning fight 3-2 after 40 minutes, but then keep the lead. Gave 3 goals on the third period. Gave the W for the Tampa Bay Lightning tonight against the Montreal Canadiens. It's time to pick it up some caps on the ice because it was a hat trick from Agel tonight against the Montreal Canadiens. That's what we got so far. We'll just wait for complete this game between Montreal. We're going to maybe overtime checking other score. If you have a team in overtime, we know right now that Tampa Bay, like the Toronto, are in overtime right there against Ottawa Senator. Antoinette for the goal for Angel against Montreal Canadiens. Thanks so much for all the likes. 2:08 to go, guys, between Toronto and the Ottawa Senator. We're going to get there when the game is over from between the Montreal Canadiens and Ottawa Senator. Good game, man. Yes, Bowls Mobile Gaming. Great game overall for them. That gave them in the race. Orlando. Welcome, Orlando. Well, a few people knocked out. Giro. Third period, terrible. Yep, part of the game sometime. We just wrapped the game. And 43 seconds to go. I don't know what's going on. Montreal right there. And wait for the puck drop. Don't know it takes so long time to get that one over there. And that's what we got. Yeah, here comes Fantelli. Face off now between both teams. At the neutral zone with 43 seconds to go remaining between both teams. Winning by the Montreal Canadiens. Hold the puck a little bit longer. Pass over to the board. Don't play the puck on the right side. Sonak return the puck on defensive zone. Breakaway by Zempabelani. Shoot the puck. Bad shot. Black shot by Montembeault on the breakaway by Jeannot. I don't think so. Jeannot scored a goal with Tampa Bay Lightning so far. But great opportunity for him to get that one. But Montembeault solid between the pipe. Got his 40 shot against him tonight. 27 goals for Agel tonight. Brandon Agel score. Good game, Melissa. After the second, I was very scared. Yeah, absolutely. About that, Mr. Bowles. But again, the Bulls need to get a bit more consistency. Both they play again Montreal Canadiens Tuesday night at the Bell Center. So we're going to see them again. We're going to Ox. Here we go. Danny called the shot already. Danny, you can see the future, Danny. Thanks so much for all the like we got tonight so far. We'll go back and behind the net, set up by Montreal Canadiens. Try to get outside the zone with 17 seconds to go. Montreal allowed the puck, intercept on the neutral zone, turn around, and go back on defensive zone. By Montreal, go to regroup. It's going to be the end. This is a 5 goal again for Montreal Canadiens. They gave 5 tonight, 9 Thursday. Then they gave 4 against Pittsburgh Tuesday, and they gave 8 against Colorado Avalanche. This is the end of this game, guys. That's what we got tonight. Game over between the Montreal Canadiens and the Tampa Bay Lightning. Final score, Montreal Canadiens 3 and the Tampa Bay Lightning 5. This is the final score between both teams. We're going to go live and move on, guys, on the overtime at the Hockey Night in Canada, watching the Ottawa Senator. We have a breakaway by Suzla, but again, an amazing, great save by Matt Murray, I believe, and another shot by, again, another save by Matt Murray tonight. Very true, Willie. Just at one game, it will have the opportunity to come back stronger. And the next one, keep pushing forward. We'll see. I'm sorry about this, Willie. Because I see I won the cup in 2093, I believe 2023. Here we go. That's a great way to see that. Rimmer refused to wear bright jersey for tonight game warm-up. The channel off. Eagle, welcome back. I expect Montreal to do well tonight. Yeah, they did pretty good overall for them. Come back stronger after the very bad game again at Florida Panthers. And what I like from your team, Eagle, is that TAMPABY is getting a little bit slower, but better. But I'm a little bit concerned about the defensive zone for me. This is a run area. Compared in the past, their defense is not solid like it was before. That's the only area we said to you for the playoff. They have to be stronger and better if you want to have a good run in the playoff. That's the only thing. Otherwise, look, they still consistent scoring. 3 well-balanced 4 line they have right now. We have a shootout now in Ottawa. DeBrincat could have puck on the back end. Shoot the puck, score. And Ottawa take the lead 1-1 on the first one. We are now on the shootout in Ottawa tonight. And DeBrincat go all the way. And Murray beat by DeBrincat. Now we have William Nylander versus Zogard. Here we go. Shootout tonight. Everybody. And the greatness inside of you. Here we go. Go back now, Pat Nylander. Go back on the right side. Coming to the middle. Looking now. He decides to show the puck in the back end. And the back end, top shell is score. Nylander. 1-1, both team. And they have a celebration for the fans in Toronto and Ottawa tonight. What a great move by Nylander at the end. Sogard could not do anything about that. Number 2 shooting by the Ottawa Senator. Number 18, the future star in NHL, Tim Souza, pick up the puck now. Stay in the middle. Not going to do much on the left side of Murray. Looking now, looking about, he shoot the puck and save by Murray on that one after a couple of moves ahead by Souza, but not good. Murray did not buy it, and he keeps straight on the puck and make a save with the top of the stick of goaltender. Second shot for the Toronto Maple Leafs, the number 34. Austin Matthews pick up the puck, go all the way now to opposite side of Zogal, go back in the middle, looking out back end, again shoot the puck at the top shell, again on the back ends, both players, Matthews and Nylander go on the top shell, score, and get that second goal. 2-2 for Toronto, and 1-2 for Ottawa Senator. And now we're going to see if Ottawa can tie the game. This is over. Mitch Marner smiling on the bench. And he dropped the kind of fishing can. So now go back to Batterson's coming on the right side. Murray should the puck is score on over the blocker of the Murray and tie the game 2-2. What a great shootout between both teams. They have 3 goals on the 4 attempts, and he brings the puck a little bit under the blocker of Murray. I said over, but is under. Great spot by him. Now number 3, back Mitch Marner. It's coming on the left side. Marner looking now. Marner keep controlling. Skinner the puck, shoot the back, the back hand. Going the puck. He shoot the puck. Save by the pad of Zogard on the left side of Zogard after a multiple stick angling by Marner. But again, he did not buy it. Zogard moved to the left or right. And Marner could not put the puck on the top net. If he go back on the top net like he did Nylander and Matthews, it will win. Claude Giroux, the veteran. Claude Giroux is coming out on the right side. Murray is coming out slowly. Looking out. Looking at the right side. Back and again. And Murray make a save in front of Giroux. Nothing happened there. Murray sided between Claude Giroux. That gave 2-4 for Ottawa. And Toronto is going to be winning the game if they score. Will be interesting who's going to be next. Can we see John Tavares or not? No. It's going to be Cali Jack Rock scored 2 goals for the Toronto Maple Leafs tonight. And we're still live, guys, over time coverage our Canadian show. Now, Jack Rock multiplied the direction right there. Jack Rock looking now, fire puck, black shot by the goaltender Ottawa. We are now round number 5 for this game between the Ottawa and the Toronto Maple Leafs. Well, a lot of great things happening here. Thanks so much, everybody, to be part of the show tonight. We are pretty sure that we keep constant attacking right there. Go back now by the Brady Kachuk. Kachuk, the captain's coming out straight in the middle. He's coming out, and I expect him to look through the puck. And over, hit the post, I believe, on that one. I don't know if it was a cross or a crossbar, but Murray make barely a save on that one. But after the shot, no, he hit the shoulder. No goal. I apologize. It was a sign. Anyhow, the captain, John Tavares, pick up the puck now. Tavares goes straight on the net. The second leg decides to go right to left. He's coming down the middle. Looking at the puck. And saved by Zogard. Was still alive after a 5 shot. We're going to go round number 6 between the Toronto Maple Leafs and Ottawa Senators tonight, between both of them. Very interesting about that. Now we have Shane Pinto. Pinto, really a good year so far for with the Ottawa Senators. Pinto scored the right side of Murray's coming down the middle. Looking now, qui contre, shoot the puck. And Murray make a save. Nothing else happened there. And Pinto tried to go with a wrist shot. Now going to get for Toronto Maple Leafs. That's what we got so far. Look like a lot of feed moving in the chat. Thanks so much for your conversation. We have to bring Morgan Raleigh. Morgan Raleigh, I believe this is the first defenseman for both teams used on the shootout. Murray's coming on the right side, Zogard, looking back, shoot it back over the right shoulder, the left shoulder of the Zogard, and no goal on that one over there. We're going to round number 8. And both goaltender, the last save they did with the shoulder, by the way. Now we have to use the veterans, Derek Brassard for the Ottawa Senators. Brassard go a little bit on the right side, Murray, holding the puck a little bit longer. Coming on the middle, looking out, go shoot the puck. He score over the glove of the Murray. And then Brassard now give the lead now after 8 shots against the Toronto Maple Leafs. Will be interesting if the Toronto can respond after that one over there. Great shot by Derek Brassard, the veteran. Did it before, and he continues to do it. Now, everything go now with Michael Bunting. Bunting's coming out. UFA, by the way, next season. Bunting's coach on this direction is coming to the right side. Looking now on the back end, shoot it back. He scored! He tied the game! It's not over at the Canadian Tire tonight in Ottawa. We have to go round number 8 between the Toronto and the Ottawa Senators. They tied the game Toronto twice to stay alive. And that's what we got right now. Attacking out by the Shabbat, I believe, looking out on the back door. Lose the puck, and that's again Thomas Shabbat on the breakaway. He did not do this. Shabbat did not do it a lot this year, and he lost the puck at the end. He tried to get on the 5-0, and he cannot recover on the second lane. Now we have Jake McCabe. McCabe, now round number 8 for the Toronto Maple Leafs. McCabe could give that W score a goal tonight for the Toronto Maple Leafs, by the way. Number 74. Looking out, coming on the back end, shoot the puck. Zogard make a save for the. I'm sorry, I said McCabe. It was McMahon. I apologize for that one. It was 74. So McMahon, Zogard make a save. Round number 9. Round number 1 is going to be 9 for the. He's going to have Chikran. Chikran go to the left side of my race, coming out to the middle. Chikran look again on the back door, shoot the puck. And hit the post or not, or Murray make a big save. And we have to get there over there. Everything went out for 1 point. We all bat out for now for 1 point. More important for Ottawa Senators on that one if they want to stay in the race. For Toronto, they stay alive. Alex Kerfoot for round number 9 for the Toronto Maple Leafs coming to the left side of the Zogard. Looking now, keep the puck, shoot the puck, and the 5-0. The game is over, and the Toronto Maple Leafs get the W tonight at the Canadian Tire. But this is all about Matt Murray tonight because Murray was unbelievable between the pipe. Again, the Toronto Maple Leafs, again, the Ottawa Senators. The game is over. 5-4 overtime. And we are right now at the Rangers lead 6-0 after 40 minutes, by the way. And that's conclude, guys, this game between Montreal and the Ottawa and Toronto Maple Leafs. Go back of the Montreal Canadiens, guys. Suzuki have 2 points tonight, 2 assists. Drouin at 0 minutes. Drouin did not play allowed. Hoffman, 2 points for Montreal, 1 goal, 1 assist. On the defensive side, Barron and Savard got 1 assist. -1, Belzil -2, Islanen -2. We have Kuryanov -2. And that's pretty much. Suzuki played 25 minutes for the Montreal Canadiens tonight. And Richard, 9 minutes. Pesada played 7 minutes. That's what we got. On the defensive side, Montreal Canadiens, we have 25 minutes for Madison, 22 for Savard, 22 for Edmondson. Edmond play only 12 minutes. Save percentage 900 for Montembeault. For the Tampa Bay Lightning, guys, we have to give credit for the 3-goal hat trick for Brandon Agel. That's what we got tonight. Zeb Leca, why does everyone run once sometime come out to me? I don't know. Jake, the league beat an American hockey team. Tough loss for the Senator. Yes, I'm sorry about this. Now, you get 1 point, Jake. Not Jake, but and Rabinoff. They was losing 4-2. They come back, tie the game 4-4 at the end. Now they get 1 point better, nothing, right? But it's still, I don't think so they can make it at that moment. The Panthers are too hot right now. They can beat team from the state Canada the regular season. Here we go. We have a few people in the chat. Knock the door. Thanks so much, everybody. That's what happened. Coach, what happened? And the players are exhausted. Do they start from the top again? You talk about if they go through all of them, right? For 1 to 20, well, 1 to 18, they can start again in our top. Thanks so much, Mel, for that one. I didn't see that one over there. Before OT and shootout, this game as a tie would feel like a win for Ottawa and a loss for the leave. You're absolutely right about this one over there, William. How it had trick again the Flyers, including game-winning goal. Yes, they did it. No, Harry, we have some kind of problem tonight with the power, everything like that, Harry. Obviously, we're going to move on very quickly out very soon, Harry. About that, only one game in action right now, but we have other games coming very soon. The Kings owes the Canucks, the Flame owes the Dallas Star, and at 10:30, guys, we have 2 more games in NHL, so it will be a late night if you follow the game. Game. It's like everyone has the potential for greatness. Here we go. Harry Appel wanted it. There we go. Edward Burns, Appel. Not a problem, Harry. Sorry about that. Looked like I hit the Danny more. Yeah, what does Apple mean? What is our game so late on Saturday? Because they are on the road. Honestly, they should start the game at 9:30. I don't know why they put that game late like this. You're absolutely right about that, Nick. So there won't be so many things can last probably. Coach, what do you see the Avalanche taking the number of spot in the West? Yes, I would not be surprised about that. If you think about this right now, they are, they won the last 5-6 game, I believe, for them. And at the other time, you have a team struggle like the Tampa Bay, like the Dallas. Dallas right now is lost the last 2 games. The Colorado right now are 1 point behind and one game at the hands. The Minnesota right now are tied with the Colorado, but 1 game plus 1 game. And then you have the Winnipeg at 81 points, with the Seattle Kraken at 2 points. Now, interesting that, guys, if the Nashville won the next 2 games, they're all going to be only, if they won the next 3 games, Nashville is going to be 1 point over Winnipeg and 1 point behind Seattle. The other time, a quiet team like Calgary still are 5 points behind the Winnipeg. They win tonight. That gave them 2 point behind Winnipeg. Winnipeg mathematically are still alive, but their chance to get it will be hard. Only Nashville, but Nashville is not consistency. They lost against Chicago 2-1, and they lost against Winnipeg today 3-2. That game against Chicago, this is a game go to remember forever for this season. Imagine they lose at the end of the year by 2 points. That was the game against Chicago when they lost 2-1. That will be them. They will remember forever. On the flip side, guys, the Florida Panthers right now are 1 point behind the Islanders with 1 game in hands. Another play tonight, by the way. The Pittsburgh, they are 1 point behind Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh have 1 game in hands. Again, Florida Panthers are back in the race. And they are only team, guys. Forget Washington, Buffalo, Ottawa, Detroit. This is all over for them. Of course, you are still 10, 12 games. Forget about them. You can dream, you can hope, and it's okay. But nothing else. Don't see them a part. This race right now is only the Florida Panthers, Pittsburgh, and the New York Islanders. That's what we are. On the same thing overall, the Pittsburgh are now 17 in NHL. And the Montreal are still now 28. Montreal are number 5. Guys, Montreal is number 5 with 2 points behind the Flyers and 3 points behind the Florida Panthers. That's what you're looking for. The Montreal right now are 4 points behind in front of Anaheim. Anaheim play tonight. Anaheim having a play tomorrow night, by the way. Again, a very correct Canucks. They play back-to-back game. So if Anaheim can get 2 points there, Montreal could point number 4. And they are 6 points for Chicago, 2 games in hands. I don't see now. Chicago win tonight. That give them 4 points behind. I don't see Montreal go drop more at 29 in NHL. 28, number 5. You only hope during the lottery nobody push down the Montreal Canadiens. Again, they could select number 3. And what you get? You get Bedard, Fantilli. Then you have to make a big decision. Leo Carlson, Mitch Cobb, or Will Smith. They are the 3 next NHL players at the ABS prospect. We'll see what happened there. Thanks so much, Chicago. If I call Africa tomorrow, and you got Mickey on this. Coach, do you think they will resign? I think so, Zeph. I apologize, I didn't see this one over there. Here's the point with Kirsianov. Now, 2 things for happen. Something could maybe give him $3 million, but I don't see that in his shop. He could get that kind of money with KHL. So KHL gave him a 3-year contract at $3.5 million. I think he can go that direction. Now, the Montreal Canadiens can do exactly what they did with Ren Pitlick. They said, look, we're not going to give you a contract for RFA, right? And then you're going to sign a contract with us. We're going to give you a 2-year contract at $2 million per year, example, or 2.5. That would be one I expect from Montreal could do with Kurenov. But again, Kurenov has 7 goals this year, 5 of them with the Montreal Canadiens. So we have to give credit for Kurenov what he's doing right now with the Montreal. I would like to sign him. Montreal don't have a lot of big body on the right, on the winger. Calder would probably take a first one pick as well, but take a third at the West. About this, Nick don't believe her. She told me the same thing before. Winnipeg will get the wild coach stop it. Yeah, but I don't see why not Winnipeg go that way for sure. And then after that, you never know if Hellebuck can be hot during the playoff. You never know. They're going to play against Vegas or Colorado at the end. Is that not good enough? I'm not sure about that. Good, did some work and let go something inside me, but most ran away. I have the Eagle winning at all until the penalty. Franco, but if there was going to be a coach to get the one to deliver, it should be after this. So he knows how this turned out. Still wishing for the best for the one, but he's played all his card. But unfortunately for the one, right, he paid a price right now for his mistake. And the good thing about Martin Saint-Louis, guys, I will tell you one thing about Martin Saint-Louis. Tomorrow is a new day. If they have kind of conversation, Jonathan Drouin, Martin Saint-Louis is going to sit with him. We explain. Say, look, buddy, You have 12 more games to play in NHL. All right? Happened this weekend is over. Show to the rest of the league your character as a hockey player. You come back right there and don't put your head between both legs, right? And don't play hockey. Show to the rest, consider what you're doing before that, and it is what it is. But you have to understand, Drouin, I run a team. The culture is the most important thing, and that's the rules. We put the black and white at the beginning of the year. We give you the rules of what we cannot do here at the hockey with Montreal Canadiens. And that's simple. I've been there before. I talked to the players, and I was said, and this been for 1966, I believe. Vincent, it was Lombardi. Lombardi said, if the meeting starts at 10 o'clock, if you're not there at 9:55, 5 minutes before the meeting start, you're already late. I coach 17 years old, 19 years old, 20 years old, kids, 16, 13, 12, 10. When it was on the rules on my paper, it was if the meeting starts at 7 p.m. If you don't show up before 6:55, that's considered me late. That's how it works. When you pay the price, same thing. It's harder to dress them and let them on the bench. It's harder at sit on the stand and watching the game. On the bench, you're more humiliated. And I think that's what Martin we did tonight. He proved the culture. He proved the character of the team want to build. This is a great play, the great way, a great move by Martin Saint-Louis tonight. But again, I want to see the reaction of Jonathan Drouin. I want to see his behavior, how he's going to get out of that situation. It's not the first one in the NHL missing meeting, but I think if Montreal want to build something good for the future, this is a great way for Martin Saint-Louis. It should work that way. Why not just leave? Always play bad against Senators. That's happened sometimes. I know it's on to be late for meeting. So it one, you are a free agent. That's a great point off top. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, how can you be late, right? But your alarm clock, right? Yeah, an alarm clock. Go figure out this and go get that one over there. You can't ask your girlfriend to call you. You can ask your teammate to call you, and you can ask your mom or your dad to call you. No excuse. The ring guys in Tampa Bay for the hotel for the team Montreal is across the street. They just have to walk to go there. Unfortunately, that's happening. That's what happened here. Dallas 2-0. Jake McConney said. 2-1 now. Wow. We have 2 minutes and 3 seconds to play, guys, between Calgary and the Flame. Is already 2-1. Pavelski score, Faska score, and now Langholm score. And at 3 minutes, power play already by the Dallas Star. What a crazy game. Look like the Montreal Canadiens last game. Coach, I think development team can make him a better player. You're absolutely right about this, Zeph. Jake said that not every 2 minutes in the game. Who want to play in Russia Mob League? Yeah, obviously, you're absolutely about this, Gary. Yeah, but that's over. Next game is never new chance of the one to step up. Exactly, Franco. Well said, my friend. Nick, there we go. Coach is done too late for the one. He is not initial material. I disagree with you about that one there. I think Jonathan Drouin is really a material. And Rabinov, look the number, the point he has right now in NHL this season. Look about his point per average. He's maybe top 40 in NHL, in my opinion, for that. Up to Ben, KLS. The one is initial material, but make sure the rules are applied to the letter. Here we go. It's okay. We're all again. Thanks so much, Mr. Harry. I should know the rule by now. Nick, you made the yellow one. There you go. Bonne nuit, Harry. Yeah, I'm sorry, Gary, about Subban. Good night, Harry. William Snyder. Jim McEnway. Jim right now, one where the Pride Jersey, Fox 1 AM to fight Gary. Six 0 Rangers against Pittsburgh Penguins. Il est blessé encore, Nicolas. C'est pour la raison qu'il ne joue pas présentement. Nicolas Harris. Dwayne got into disagreement with Charm. Oswald and Pedro, I believe, in practice in our tap. Yeah, I'm sorry about that one over there in our tap about Dwayne with Charm. I'm not sure about Petrie, but yes. 2-1 the Star against the Calgary Flames. 0-0 the King Canucks. The Rangers still winning 6-0 for play for Pittsburgh. Toronto beat the Senators 5-4. The Lightning are 5-3. That game now, Montreal, like I said, at the bottom 5 of the standing. This is great news for the Flyers. Get 1 point against Montreal. They go to play against them each other next week. Will be interesting what Montreal going to do. Je crois que Nicolas, c'est le lower body, but that could be. Je suis pas certain, mon Nicolas. Ça fait 3 games qu'il a manqué. Donc, on va voir si follow-up, guys, with Josh Anderson injury today. He came back in the game after he missed a couple of minutes, but we'll see how he's going to respond again. We know the Tampa Bay Lightning play at the Montreal Tuesday night. Montreal have now only 12 games to go, and we're getting closer to the end of the season, and Montreal is getting closer to be at the bottom 5, and that's what we're looking for. I did not make Drouin as not talent. He has discipline issue, and this gets back to the Tampa Bay Lightning. Oh, I'm so right about this. About that, I just think I read from you is not a material, no material talent. Yeah, player guys in NHL does this. They miss meeting. That's happened in the past. Point behind that is, hey, forget about that, right, and move on. That's how you respond. I always said, you want to show your character to anybody, show me how you're going to respond. You can be pity, you can complaining, you can sit by yourself, or you can say, you know what, let's move on. From the bench tonight, did you see him encourage his teammate? Right? I would always, if I sit players in the past, I was harder. I sit a players me at the, I sit a players at the championship of the state. He never played one shift. One shift. He did a bad behavior the game prior to that. He was upset because he was back on the bench or whatever happening. All right? Behavior. He was just upset. He never touched the ice one time at the state championship. Why? The culture. The team before the players. The team before the players. I've always been that way, me. Good night, Alan Barnes. Thanks so much. Stu Peterson in the house. Welcome back, Stu. But Drouin can play a great game against Tampa Bay next. He does not. He's definitely gone. Yeah, but I always said Franco. I really believe he's gone. You know, I don't see that happening yesterday and tonight will repair between both the organization and the Jonathan Drouin. I've been defending him a couple of games, a couple of days now, as he produced, but for the benefit for everyone now. For what happening yesterday, I would say to you, let it go. Let it go. You know, sign, put that money, give it to Kurianov. Go get someone, I think, for the benefit of everyone. And remember, guys, he's never been an easy teammate in the locker room. You don't see leadership from him. Not said he's not working hard. You can hear what Stephen White said. You can see what another one talk about him today. They have nothing against him. He never missed any timeout in the past. Meaning for what Stephen White said, but for the benefit, time for him to move out. Time for the Montreal to let him go, and that's it, in my opinion. The Canucks take the lead 1-0. Bowser scores 13 of the year. There we go. Awesome to hear that, Sue. I think the frozen missile is stuck on Sue about that one there. Joe C, go Panthers. Joe, welcome aboard. Thanks for being with our Canadian show. Hopefully, the Panthers can come back stronger for the rest of the year to make the playoff. Again, Tampa. There you go. And a tap. All good. Still, you. Here we go. People are very happy about that one over there. Don't forget, guys, we'll be back tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock Eastern Time at the App Branch Your Sunday Rendezvous with Marco Larabé. We're going to talk about the Montreal Canadiens Force, and we're going to see what they can do. We are almost at the end of the show for App Branch Your Sunday Rendezvous. They're going to complete 1 week later after the season is over for the Montreal Canadiens. And we're not going to bring the App Branch during summer. We're going to reset only next year the App Branch Your Sunday Rendezvous. Because we're going to continue to do the show for Montreal during summer, everything like that. So, it's happening. That's it. En tout cas, tu as un meilleur Internet que tantôt. Ouais, malheureusement, ça va très mieux. Ça va mieux, Nicolas, quand on a de l'électricité à la maison. PSU Wrestling, Bronze One, and PSU Basketball play well until the end. Great day. Here we go. First two. Coach, I always wish he will step up. I'm giving him one more chance. Next game against Tampa. And he's trying to set up his own story. Maybe we want to blame the abs. Yeah, but Franco, I think right now is better for everybody to let him go. Same thing with Mike Hoffman. If they could trade him or let him go or buy him out, Mike Hoffman, that would be better. I think right now it's about building your organization. And Jonathan Drouin is not the solution and the future with Montreal Canadiens. When they're going to be good. Mike Hoffman is not the future for Montreal Canadiens. I think for me next year, it's satisfy the team with the player who want to play and they want to give everything. And I think for me, that is better. To looking use a player, they have a chance to stay with part of Montreal. I would take RHP before Drouin and Hoffman. And RHP become your forward number 13. One Doc coming back, Garfield coming back, Sakoski coming back. And, you know what I mean? Like Gallagher have their spot, unfortunately. Armia have to be there. But I think for me, that would be better for everyone. Montreal and the players, Hoffman and Drouin leave the building and let's play with other players that we have and the producers. Cannot complain about Jesse Allen right now. Kuryanov, you cannot complain about him. TNA, you know what? TNA versus Jake Evans. You get more advantage with TNA on the offensive side of the game. Evan will give you a little bit more defensive side, but possible. I don't know the face-off for TNA yet, but that would be my prediction. Well, not prediction, but I think that would be something to look about this. Coach, they have a 5-point night with the first period at Trick. What a 5-point night with Joshua West, another one. You know, remember, guys, everybody talk about Sean Farrell, Lane Hudson, Logan Mailloux. Nobody talk about Joshua Roy. Roy, when he played with Team Canada, was pretty good. So for me, Roy could become another underrated for the Montreal Canadiens. Can he play with Montreal? I'm not sure, but I think he could become a solid good hockey player for Montreal a long term. Good evening, Dan Asham. Thanks to be with us. Congratulations for your Winnipeg Jet winner. Coach, are you going to bench Marco because he missed last show? No, Marco was. Oh no, yeah, last week. Marco have some problem internet like me last week. By the way, but yeah, comment was the ski today is fun to follow. I have 2 points today against the ski. Played 25 minutes for Montreal. Um, add more point in the last couple of games. But he's not the right position right now with the ski. What you talk about? Share the line, he share the winger every game, almost every game. That team don't try to stay alive, survive for the last part of the season. Not a easy job for the captain. He still play all the game for the Montreal. He's the only one, and hopefully, finish strong this season. He's targeting to get another year of 60 points. So that's why he's the most, get there. The King tied the game 1-1. Guy Etler, yes, the veteran Etler score tied the game 1-1. Mr. Adam Burger is in the house. What's number? Try 30 tonight. Like there was no. I don't see that a lot, Adam. They don't hit a lot. Again, Montreal Canadiens. It was very calm down. The TAMPABY that name. They play hockey very well. Again, Montreal tonight. Nothing 30 for them. Again, the Montreal tonight. Stop by. Thanks so much, Adam. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. You're absolutely right about them. Big W for them. If he can get 60 points, that's a good season for him. Absolutely right about this one, and Rabinov. Completely agree with you about that one. What about those was Sunday? Who knows? You're absolutely right, Gary, about this. Can they find a way to come back together? You never know, right? But for me, what is his development? Look, Joshua Roy, guys, 2 years ago was not the same players. He understood now what he takes, and he understood what he takes to play in NHL, to understand the 3 zone, the 200 game. And that's why he really become a very smart hockey player. He have a great vision. I'm not sure he's going to be a lot of goal in the NHL. The only thing I think he can become a play driving player for the Montreal Canadiens. Top 9, but he can play a role like I'll be honest with you, he can become a player like Lekonen. Come on, coach. Yes, I think he can become that kind of player for Montreal Canadiens in the future. Lekonen. A little bit more skill on offensive, but he's really smart hockey player. He learned to play PK now. I think I can compare him, and more I'm thinking, more I'm getting more about Arthur Lekonen. I think that's a good compare to him. I think so, Franco. The best way I can describe you right now, Franco, is really a bubble center number 1 and 2. It can become that players but when you get that kind of the center number 1 with 85 point, 90 point per season, but you have ski number 2, you're in your great hands. That's what, that's why it's so important to pick up that 4 next year. That would be great if they can select, a Mitch Carver, Fantilli, a Leo Carlson, Will Smith. Yes, but I'm not sure if Wilson is going to be better to ski and NHL. It's going to be a solid player, but maybe not a number 1 center. Now, they can use a UFA to get a number 1 center, right? But you have a good line to play right there. If you put the ski number center, number 2, you got to get the center can be, a 60 point in NHL. Can he turn around to be a 75 point? He could. All depend his development for the next 2 years. But I have no problem with losing ski right now with me. Reverse would be, yeah, possible. I play Anthony Arcade, and that's what I'm looking for next year. Yeah, sorry about this, Franco. They are going to have a bad game like they did last game against Colorado. They have a couple of games in December, was not pretty. But I think overall, you can see the character of Martin St. Louis tonight. They want the team come back. Do you think the Habs will finish at bottom 5, Winnie? Right now, they are bottom 5, right? They have a big game against the Flyers next week, I believe. And that will be the game where we will worry about the Montreal. If they can lose that game, that will give them enough point at this. I think if they lose against Flowers, Montreal finish top five. But again, we can finish five guys, four. You can be kicked out. If any other team won the lottery, you're out. If you finish four, the worst you can pick is number six. It's not too bad. But who knows, right? Lottery become a big play on the situation. I think number nine, like Detroit, could maybe pick number one at the end. You never know. It plays it. Coach, could you be a number one center? Um, that's a really, that's a really, if you compare him, I see him Pierre-Luc Dubois on my eyes. Big center, 6'4". He have a potential, to be a Ren Keslav if you put all the pieces together. But it could become, of course, another center where he never going to reach that kind of point. I think he could be a really solid center number two in NHL. We have two chances to get maybe one of the two become number one. I would keep me Doc as a center, in my opinion, right now with the Montreal Canadiens. He's still 22 years old, guys. And look, his season this year was really pretty good. It could become a 25 goal in NHL, 25 goal per year. And he can get your 65 points, 75 points. But the next, he's still young. You never know how they're going to develop. But the potential is still there. I really like his potential. The lottery, take a better winner with that loses. There we go. Last time, first period, already 1-1 after 20 minutes over there. How was the Penguin tonight? You're absolutely right, Adam. Not a very good night for them. PSG is having issue again, and Winnipeg, I'm not sure about him for Montreal Canadiens. One thing I learned is we don't know. Like Drouin yesterday. Is it his first time he missed the team meeting? It was borderline many times. Then Martin Saint-Louis gave him a chance. We don't know that. Santiago Pierre Dubois. What made him to leave the Columbus Blue Jackets again? It was Tortorella? It was maybe a player in the locker room? We don't know. And Winnipeg, why he doesn't want to play there? Is it the city? Is it a relationship with Laurie or Paul Maurice? Is it, how many times we heard for Patrick Laney and people said Sheffley and Wheeler run that locker room over there? I don't know. For me, I would believe a player is happy wherever he play if you have those kind of relationship with the coaches and the staff and the team. And we saw this before. A player change the location, place, new coach, new teammates, find a way to be happy. And I said Pierre-Luc Dubois, is it a worry? Possible. You have something you have to think about this, possible. But is it the right thing to let a player like him 80 points per season, a big center, and because what he said in the past, the kid want to play Montreal. The kid wants to stay, and he want to play for Montreal Canadiens. He want to play for Martin Saint Louis. The talent is there. The skill is there. The size is there. He compete. But what is going to be over him? Is it the fact he wants to play Montreal, or is it the fact like he's maybe a bad team? I don't know. I don't know him. But for me, if you get him for free, you don't pay him anything in return. If you pay him under $8.5 million, maybe $8 million, I take him. Why not? I think it's worth it. Coach, you could tell the other night and the third period, Vegas have no legs coming on after a 5 game or this hard. Well, yeah, sorry about this, Adam. Um, the first game back at home after a 5 game road trip is not easy, Adam. So yeah, I can understand that. And you can see that game was over after, was not going to be easy for Vegas. And that's okay. It's now seeing how going to respond now, right? They don't play today. They're going to play tomorrow, I believe. Vegas play tomorrow. Again, the Columbus Blue Jacket. It's a great opportunity for them to come back and come back on the after a bad performance yesterday, 2 days ago, and to go back all the way back over there. I think that would be the right things to do. See, going goes. That's that why. Coach, I think Ken Hughes is going to make a big trade at the draft. Possible, right? Um, Now, Jordan Manson, Josh Anderson, how is two biggest asset for the trade at the trade deadline at the summertime. Now he can trade other players, young players, everything like that. But I think both of them already the one can have a trade during summer. Now you can have Anderson with Joshua, for example, he gets something bigger. Who knows? Um, but he don't have a lot in his hands to make a big trade. He traded Romanov last year to get Doc. So right now he has right now at that age, at 22 years old, at 23 years old, at 24 years old, is going to be a good prospect in NHL. He's already established a couple of years, and he has in his hands. I don't see that. It makes sense. Like I don't see a player like Romanov right now with Montreal. Can he trade Cody? I don't think so. Harris have no power there, nothing there. Can he possibly make Mike Madison out? I don't see that, on my opinion. So Josh Anderson become really the targeting for the Montreal Canadiens. The Blackhawks score, take the lead 1-0 against the Canadiens. 35 seconds already in the game. Thanks so much. RG Calabo is back in the house. Don't like no arm. $3-1 from Ron Luciano. Who do you think that I would get a two-top pick on the draft? I don't know, Willie. If you talk about, it depends, right? Um, it depends their rank. You know what's going to be third line for third five is difficult about that, Willie. It has Anderson Manson to deal from plus a lot of prospect, but that's not bring you a lot in return in that. The team are always risky now. They understood the team, guys. Every player you trade for at 28 years old and 29 is not good. Like they're talking at 24 years old, at 23 years old, at 25 years old. That's why you get something good in return. The market of Edmondson is low, and Anderson is good, but not great. Jimmy Bean score for the Dallas Star. Coach, a few months ago, Allen was a positive for a trade. Now, what do you think of him? He's still a starter for HABS. But I think at that moment, goalie Montreal is not fixed their problem. I think right now and he's carrying a $3.8 million for 2 years. He's not easy to trade him. And as a backup number 2, you got an excellent Jake Allen. But Allen Montembeault are not started in NHL. I think they have 15 months, 16 months, 18 months before they figure out a goalie situation for them. Until then, I will not do anything about that. I'll let it go. And they are fine right now with Jake Allen, Montembeault. Good duo together. Just let him go, and that'll be perfect for them. bring humor que Romanoff. I'll be disagree in our top about Anderson. Um, you'll be surprised Anderson does not get more. Um, the conception of people, I'll give you an example. The Devils didn't want to get nothing in return with Josh Anderson. And Josh Anderson fit in the Devils. Josh Anderson at 20 goals per year at $5.5 million with 4 more years in front of him does not give you a top 20 pick NHL draft first round. He does not, he cannot do that. His resume in NHL is still 27 goals, and the rest is about 18 to 22. So he said, yeah, but he could be good in the playoff. But you have to carry on a $5.5 million with a salary cap don't go nowhere. You're not going to get big in return. Forget about that. You're not going to get at 22 years old, at 23 years old, at 20 years old in return for Josh Anderson. When they said the phone call for him, I did not see anybody call Ken Hughes during the trade deadline. I didn't see Kate Hughes trade Josh Anderson at trade deadline. That's who he is. Josh Anderson is a third line player. That's what he is. Right? Tampa Bay, why did not call Josh Anderson and they took Tanner Janot in return? Who have more goal in NHL right now? Anderson or Janot? I'm telling you right now in our top, Josh Anderson does not have a lot of big. Now, I don't say you have nothing in return. That's what I said. But he is lower at what the people thinking he get in return for Josh Anderson. At 22, at 25, at 27 round pick, first round guy, it's not big in the NHL. Go back 10 years ago and go get every player draft pick 20 to 32. Go get them. And go how many of them play consistency in NHL. So if you expect to get a big return for Josh Anderson, don't think it will happen. Not on my opinion, because it's contract. Coach, Ellen mentioned earlier about Gabe Perreault earlier. I just started hearing about his kid for Sherbrooke playing US Utah. He's moving up around the 16th first round. Gabe Perreault is a good, solid player. It's interesting because in October, it was maybe between 28 to 36 prospect draft pick. He played for Team National, right? He picked up a couple of points there. He became a little bit more solid for Perreault. I don't know how many points he has right now. I can look about this. You know, on his team, right? You have a lot of good players around him. He played behind, Will Smith, and he's a right winger. Is at 5'11", 180. Right now, he has this year, guys, 51 game. He has 103 points for him. He played behind, Ryan Leonard, Oliver Moore, Will Smith. He become the 5'5", right? So he's not recognized exactly what he should be. I remember him when he was 14, 15 years old. He played AAA for the Chicago Mission. He was dominate. He was a very good hockey player over there. And then he played for the Team National. And since that, he stepped up more. I don't know he will crack the 20. Gary yet, but he's getting closer. Because you have a lot of good hockey players, right? But definitely a first round pick for sure. It just depends who picks 16, 20, 23, 24. But it's definitely is one is stock market increasing since October with William. Sorry, I said Gary about that. Question: if the Avs get the ball for the first pick on the draft, is that tradable, or they have to make a pick? Maynard, could you trade a first round pick in the lottery for a good goalie? You can do that, Stu. You can trade any one of that for any other team, and you can at any moment you can draft your first overall pick for sure. Not a problem with that part, Stu. But I think you're the first one to talk about this. Nobody talk about the first one pick. What you would get up to get Brett to the Montreal Canadiens. Oof, that's a lot there, Nicholas. And I would say to you, why Montreal should not get him? They already have players below 6 foot a lot. Caulfield, they have Gallagher, they have RHP. If you look about Farrell, if you look about Mezar, you know what I mean? Like they are small player as a winger. To do get a Brad, that would cost you really, really, really a first one pick, and that would cost you a really, really a good prospect. Talk about Lane Hudson, looking, you know, take your 5 top prospect and return. And that will cost you $8.5 million after that. I will not put my money on the UF3 right now, Nicholas, on any players, small winger for the Montreal Canadiens. I will not go that direction. I will try to add a big winger. And they have 2 right now. They have Kuryanov and they have Anderson. I don't need a winger like a physicality for, but a good winger, a 6'2", a 6'3", a 6'4", can score 20 goals, 25 goals in the NHL. They have. But if you want to get a UF3, that's a title player over Jesper Bratt. Just because who is Pratt? It's not because he's not a bad hockey player. He's an excellent. He's fast. He brings other dimension from Montreal. But think about this, guys. You want to make a big slash for this summer? Honestly, New Jersey will not do that. But can you trade Nick Zuski for Jesper Pratt? But I don't see the benefit of that trade for both teams, by the way. All right. Only some players. Right. There you go. Kev, Josh does not play like a power forward, saying he got the long-term deal. About that. He diminished his forechecking. It's really increasing his skill, Kev. And he applied his physicality when he's the right time. He picked his moment, but it's not like he was before. And he understood to play his game and the game properly the right way. He became a better hockey player in my eyes. He was considered a north-south player with speed, with strength, with power, with forechecking, can fight if you have to. But he never been recognized as a sniper, a guy can score, good hands, good vision. But Martin Saint-Louis is changing his hockey sense. He's changing how to play the game properly. We have to give credit for that. And the kid did it. Anderson did it. About that. Coach, your ex-coach Michel Bergeron want Belzile, RHP, and Anthony Richard to start next season with ABS. Berkey should be retired right now, Berkey. You're not going to start with Belzile and Anthony Richard with Montreal Canadiens. Forget about that. You have no spot in Montreal. You have no room in Montreal. Completely disagree with him about that. Dallas 3-1 Calgary. It's all about the missing piece of the puzzle to compete and win the Stanley Cup. Not all balls already per said. Yeah, it's to put the team the best way to compete the best at the right time. Um, about that, coach, is there any dark horse prospect who could shine next season? I'm not sure if Beck is one. If you talk about Montreal Canadiens, I think for me it would be more Sean Farrell right now. Um, for me, but one of them could become Owen Beck. I agree with you about that one with there, Woody. Otherwise, I don't see anybody right there. Um, if you think about what Gary said about Michel Bergeron, do you prefer to have Emil Henneman, a 6'2" winger, 23 years old, or do you prefer to play with Alex Belzil at 33 years old, veteran? Do you prefer to play with Anthony Richard at 27 years old next year, or you want to give chance to the guy like Jesse Allen, Emil Henneman? Do you prefer play with Belzil or Jake Evans? I don't know. I'm just telling you that right now. You guys, you got a good question tonight. Good night, and you got Monica. We'll be back tomorrow. Between the second to chat group tonight, I think we hit one of the likes. Thanks so much, William. About that, we apologize again for the sad power out. I'm thinking can usually afford both Brett and Meyer. That's why I guess yes, they can, Nicholas. If you look about the salary cap, they're going to lose about $12 million. Severson, Wood, and Graves. They're going to resign Ryan Graves. They're going to get about $7-8 million more. And I think they're going to find a way to get both of them, Nicholas. But great question about that. Great age to on Brett. Yeah, he's very young about this, Nicholas. I agree with you. About this. Banu Monicala. Forget one over there. We get 50 likes tonight, guys. Cole, do you believe Allen get a deal this summer? He already have one Allen. And I thought signing a contract last year at 3 point. I think I said 3.8 or 3 point. I think it's a 3.8, Mr. Top. He signed an extension, 2 more years. So he's getting now Allen. Here we go. I got it. Mr. Top starting next year is at 3.8 for 2 more years. So he's complete with the Montreal Canadiens. So you add $1 million, well, $935,000 more on his contract for Jake Allen. So Manuel Montembeault is signed for 1 more year at $1 million. We'll check it out. Check other stream. William is right between both stream. We are at 102. Congratulations. About the likes tonight, we did all together, guys. I apologize again. They think I cannot control, honestly. Last night was my fault. I was not feeling good, by the way. But tonight is just a power out. We'll be stronger, better. And my other channel is doing well. Did you do video calls? No. But last night, guys, for the first time, I walked downtown in Pattaya. And I used my GoPro. And I just need to figure out this now to put this live and learning more about something like that. And I will let you know when I'll be ready. I'm building maybe 2 other, but we have something we have to work on that one over there. So we're going to celebrate that one there. Owen Beck, Melissa. Luc Laverson, welcome aboard, Luc Laverson. One of the likes and 2 live stream. Here we go. 2 live stream with one of the tonight at the Hockey Nation Live Show. Really interesting to that. So that's happening about the Hockey Nation. Michael Deville knocked the door. Luc Laverson knocked the door. And then he said, William said, I still believe will beat the Tampa. I still find way about that one over there. Me too. Just check out other stream. William, Coach, who do you believe will be on the team first? Beck, Mayu, or Hudson? Beck and not that. When I said that, because Beck have a possibility to make the team next season. Mayu is at least 2 years, and I think Hudson after him. So Beck, Hudson, and Mayu, on my own opinion, and I'll tap about that. Channel. Michael have another stream. He fell. Yeah. So what happened about this? Like I start tonight the normal show, and then 12 minutes at the beginning of the first period, the power get out here in Tehran, and I came back only for my third period. The girls, I would take at bet the trend 1% would be and the net plus the third line. Here's the problem, I would say, Michael. If you look, play TAMPABY and send the trade deadline, they struggle on the defensive zone coverage. Edmund play, but not play. Edmund not play like he played before. So Garcia become their best players over there. But after that, they don't have a lot. Cernak, Radic, Perblix, Bukosian, Yanko. That's the reason why they struggle. Now, Velsky have a really bad month until last week. Velsky, the key dominator of any goalie in NHL is still Velsky. How he's going to respond? I'm not sure yet. But the Tampa Bay Lightning are not dangerous like he was before. They can score, but they cannot deal on the defensive zone coverage, and they struggle on the special unit power play PK this year. They are not strong like he was before. And I said because of that, Toronto is going to beat them. It's just they are more at the irrigation like he was before. I don't see them win the Stanley Cup at all this year. But they have a really good team. Now, it's how it depends how Toronto is going to respond. I got game this afternoon. William Sandler. Look, respond to Danny. All right, let's see what's going on around the league. Final score, Rangers 6-0. The Kings are 1-1 against the Vancouver Canucks in the middle of the game. The Stars still lead 3-1 after 20 minutes. The Blackhawks lead 1-0 almost at the end of the first period. The Sharks take the lead 1-0 against the Islanders. They are the last 4 games in action tonight in NHL. I think we play 11 of them today. A couple of surprises, but not much overall. Right now, the Panthers are looking better and better and better. All right, guys, we hit the 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock tonight for you guys. 10 o'clock for me here in Tehran. We have a long day to do here. We have to be back tomorrow morning, guys, at 11 o'clock. Don't forget to join me and Marco Larabi at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning Eastern Time for another AB Branch your Sunday rendezvous. Tomorrow night, 9 o'clock, we'll be back for the Montreal Canadiens Roundtable at 9 o'clock p.m. Until then, my friend, we wish you an amazing, great night, sweet dream. Thanks for joining the Hockey Nation Live Show. If you do not click on the like, please, I would appreciate if you can do that. And, of course, we want to remind you one more thing, guys. You are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you. You have greatness inside of you. First of all, we want to thank all the moderators tonight to join us live. We wish the best for Roger Delaney, Richard Molin, and Jose Duarte. Send our prayer and thought for speed recovery, whatever happening with their health. But of course, we want to remind you, thanks for all the money there and the people in the chat tonight on the two stream, a double stream tonight, we can call it. Until then, my friend, be well, be healthy. Finally, will not only dominate your day, but finally, will dominate the first half of what? 2023. And it is a great night, people. We love you. Can't wait to see you tomorrow for another great day of the Hockey Nation Live Show. And it is a great night, everyone.
What do I know? What's going on now? Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I let go? I do really want to know what's going on now. Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I say so? We're just putting on a show. Come on, get a grip now of all the ways we parted. You showed in your own way we would stand and we would fall united. Come on, get a grip now. Just finish what you started. Don't like the feeling that I've been fooled, deceived, and so misguided. Oh, oh, oh. What do I know? What's going on now? Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I let go? I do really want to know what's going on now. Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I say so? We're just putting on a show. What's going on now? Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I let go? I do really want to know what's going on now. Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I say so? We're just putting on a show.
Oh, 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 oh.